days, and America is in shambles. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to just another freckled face YouTube channel. It's me, the freckled face, in the flesh, and the hair has grown. It's been a minute because my new grow is out, and oh Lord, I'm bleeding. Hold on. Anyways, I have so much to talk about. Like, it's not even funny. My last video, oh my gosh, my last video basically, I left off on a good note. It was New Year's Eve. I left off on a note. Can't remember what I said. I definitely left y'all with my 5 daily affirmation quotes, however you want to call it, right? So I left off with that. And immediately after, well, first I'll say this. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm just glad to be back. I'm going to try and start off with what I did the day after. I left YouTube for a couple of days. Wow, for a month. And I kind of wrote down everything that I did to remember what I want to talk about. It's a lot, so this video might be long. So fair warning, this might be a long video. If you don't want to watch it, please protect yourself from my loud mouth. Anyways, so I think after that, I went to church. I didn't really quite fellowship, but I was basically in the back helping my mom get everything ready, because after service, it was refreshments and everything to be served, and I helped my mom with that. I got home around like 3 o'clock. I stayed up for a good 10 minutes, and I fell asleep. But anyways, how have y'all been? How has y'all January been? Has it been hectic like mine, or has it been quite okay? Are you getting tired of the Trump administration? Because I surely am. But like I said, I'm all over the place. I gotta go by what I wrote down. So I wrote down what I did on my break. I don't know if it's in any particular order, but we're gonna start off with first things first. Christmas gifts. What I got for Christmas? Well, I can't really show because I think I put everything away. But the main things I got for Christmas, what I asked for. So I just got some money. I got some mules, some clogs. My mom was my Secret Santa. She got me some clogs, and she got me a body heating pad. I got me a PS5. I know. I've been good at playing, not consistently, but I've been good with playing, like, you know, when I'm off work the next day, whatever the case may be. I got that. What else did I get? I got a juicer. So recently I got a juicer, but it's neither here nor there. I got a juicer, so that's been good. What else did I get? I got money. I think that's it. I think that's what I pretty much got. I mean, I know it isn't not much to really talk about, you know. I got everything I wanted. I'm a simple woman. I didn't really get a whole bunch of stuff because I didn't want a whole bunch of stuff. So now, next thing. I said I'm trying pho. So this was actually before Christmas and everything between. I went to this pho spot. It's in, not White Marsh, but Nottingham, I would say. Right off of Bel Air Road. I don't know what it's called. If I figure it out, I'll let y'all know. But I tried pho for the first time. It was like a vegetable one with shrimp in it. I put the little sriracha in it, and I think sriracha, lime. I thought some of the I think those are bean sprouts. I can't remember, but I kind of fixed it up a little bit, ate it. It was so good. My boyfriend didn't like it as much, but he was like, I didn't know I was supposed to add stuff in there. I'm like, yeah. If you was listening to me, you would have heard me say that, but no, it's whatever. Anyways, I want to go again. Unfortunately, I am flat out broke. I'm flat out broke, and that's been my whole month pretty much, is paying for things, paying for bills, paying for stuff that I got for Christmas, and paying for the car to get fixed, and now paying somebody back because I owed them money. But I want to try it again once everything is squared away and settled. Okay, cool. Next thing, doing CPR for the first time and working my butt off this entire month. So, first things first, I was definitely working my butt off in January. I did 3 to 4 12s in a row. I was only off maybe 1 day of the week. I worked consistently, except for maybe a day I called out and I used my sick time, but I worked a lot because I had stuff to pay for. I had to get my car fixed. I had to get the rest of my car fixed. I had to pay my father back money that I owed him, and I still had bills I had to pay and debts and all those other things. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta work my butt off. Also, yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. I had to work my butt off. So, I mean, everything's coming down slowly but surely. You know, with the help of working my butt off, it's paying off. Kind of. I still wish I had some coin, though, because I would definitely go give me some more pho. But anyways, while I was working my butt off, I actually did CPR for the first time. I was on IMC, and they called the code blue, and everybody's just going in there, and I was like, usually, I'd be like, I'm out, I'm not, it's a lot of people in there already, but I saw somebody in there doing CPR, I was like, oh, we got to go. So we all lined up, and it's like, you ready? I'm ready. I said, and when I say that man's chest was caving in, it was a small man, so I probably didn't break a rib, but he was very tiny. He was a very tiny man. His stuff was like, I was pushing, he was caving in, and I was like, I wasn't traumatized or anything. I kept singing to myself, like, come on, push. Like, I was in the zone. And then I was tired. I tapped out. Someone came in for me, and I was just ready to go again, but we didn't have to after a little while, because they transferred the patient elsewhere. So, but that was an experience. I'm like, I've been in healthcare 8-something years, and I've never done CPR until now. So now I can definitely say I'm a true healthcare worker. Now, swinging back to the car. So, I use my work points. At work, we earn like points and stuff that can go towards like prizes and things like that. So, I use my work points to get a dash cam. And lo and behold, somebody stole it. Right? But not for nothing. I'm not even mad about that. You know what I'm really mad about? I came outside one day. I was taking my niece and nephew just to their day program, the morning program. And here it goes. I'm like, why is my mirror hanging from my car? Some punk sat here and did a hit and run on my stuff. Didn't leave a note. Didn't say cat dog kiss my foot, nothing. Just hit it and drove away. That day I was so heated. I was so upset. I was cursing so bad. I was ready to walk up and down the neighborhood and look for that person with my switchblade and get their tires and all these things. I was ready to do that. I didn't know. I ranted for a good hour. I cried. I said, it's cool. I even followed a police report. Of course, nothing came out of it. And everyone was like, well, did you go around the neighborhood and ask everybody? Because they have Ring cameras. And I'm like, no, because I didn't think they would really be forthcoming with information. But everyone kept asking and pressuring me. I'm like, look, it got to a point where eventually the problem was kind of solved, because me and my boyfriend went to the junkyard. He found another mirror, attached it, and it actually works. It just only looks weird because it's not the same type of car. It's a Nissan, but it's not my Nissan. So that's the only thing. But it works. So I said, okay, you know what? It's fine. I'm not upset about it. But they kept asking me. I was like, look, I was already traumatized about the car not being fixed at the time. And then this happening. And I'm like, at this point, I would rather take the solution than sit here and try to look for somebody, look for a needle in a haystack. It was fine. Now, if it happens again, shame on me, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, that was a pain in the butt, let me tell you. Because I really had to sit here, spend the majority of my day going in the junkyard looking for a mirror. And then what makes it even crazier, I filed a claim with my insurance. And I sent them everything over, police report, all that jazz, right? They called back and was like, we need $1,000 deductible. I said, excuse me? $1,000 for a side mirror? It don't even cost $1,000 for a freaking side mirror. What? Huh? So I said, okay, just send me the information. I'll call you back. I called my boyfriend. I was like, yeah, we gonna find a mirror, because it don't even cost that much to buy a mirror and put it on. I didn't do no research, but I know I'm not crazy, but I know a mirror don't cost that much. I know somebody not gonna charge me that much to put it on. So I said no. So later on, down the line, after I got the mirror put on, my insurance sent me an email, mail, something in letter of mail saying, like, I guess they're dismissing the claim because the cost of a mirror and the cost of a deductible, it don't make sense. And it doesn't. So it's fine. The problem was solved. They were saved. But I was really, at that moment, I was like, $1,000? That's not happening. All right, so now we about to get a little political, because it's a lot of things that definitely been going on in this country of the United States of Clan America. And I gotta remember what I wrote down. So I wrote down Marjorie Taylor Greene in her feelings. Marjorie Taylor, if you don't know who Marjorie Taylor Greene is, she is, oh my gosh, I forgot. She's one of them councilwomen in one of them country ass I'm trying to say bad words. She's one of them congressmen, one of them country ass states. So basically, if you didn't hear, not January, probably November, December, she said that she's resigning as congresswoman for her district. I guess simply because of the backlash from the Epstein files and all the other things as well. And she didn't take that lightly. And everybody was calling her out like, you were very mean and nasty while you was in Congress and all these other things. And now you want people to look at you a different way, and it's not going to happen. And she didn't like that. And she really didn't like the fact that her health insurance was going to affect her children. That was another thing. And then she didn't like the fact that Trump was fussing and calling her out, called her Marjorie Taylor Brown, and all these things. And people were threatening her. So I'm like, so let me get this straight. Everyone calling you every name under the book for your bad behavior while you was in Congress. Now you leaving because Trump said something about you and everyone else is doing the same thing. So I'm like, it's like, really? Now you in your feelings because Trump don't like, well, and I'm just looking like, well, we warned you, girl. We warned you that this man wasn't good. Like, we warned you was a pedophile. And of course, it took the Epstein files for you to see that he wasn't no good. Why does it take somebody to touch the hot stove for them to know that it hurts? When someone told you that the stove is hot, don't touch it. She in her feelings. So she gonna have to be in her feelings. And to add on to that, I just want to let you white women know that you are a minority also. You guys benefit from the DEI hires as well. Back then, the hierarchy, it was basically this. And I always come back to this in my head. Black men were allowed to vote before the white women. The white men and higher-ups allowed a black man to vote before a white woman. In a segregated Jim Crow era, the black man got the rights before the white woman. Now, I'm not mad about it. However, it basically saying that at the end of the day, you're less than. The men voted in the men that they already see as less than, but they say you're not as less than as these women here, because you're a man. And I don't be understanding why people be like, oh, DEI. Ma'am, you are a DEI hire, because technically, back then, you weren't allowed to work. They didn't allow pregnant women to work. They didn't allow women to work at all. Your job was at home with the kids. You weren't allowed to work. So it's like, why y'all think DEI hire is just black and brown people? It's black and brown folk. It's disabled folk. It's women, white women. It's everybody who ain't a white male. This new growth is killing me. Pause. Alright, I'm back because I'm tired of looking at my new girl. That stuff is ridiculous. Anyways, yeah, if you were anything but a white male, you're not getting no type of privilege. And this is even in our year of 2026. You're still not getting no privilege. So, I don't know why y'all say that. Now, here's another one. I'm going to write this down because I don't want to say a bad word. Hold on. It's on old mail, but and I mean what I say. the American Gestapo, the Americanized Gestapo, the KKK members in hiding, the Proud Boys in hiding have been terrorizing this country. All month you've seen it. And I don't remember the names, but the three off my head is Keith Porter was killed by an off-duty ICE agent. The one recently of Alex Peretti, I believe his last name is, killed trying to help a woman. A nurse, mind you. Remember, we were healthcare heroes years ago, but now we're just targets. Another one, Renee Good. And of course, you ain't gonna see the two white ones being talked about, and not the black man. But we're gonna talk about Keith Porter anyway. He was killed, and so were the other two. And it doesn't justify either way. All three of them were killed, and it doesn't justify either way. Like, so let me get this straight. When they do harm to the minorities and the people who are here illegally, now mind you, I want to let you all know as well, being here illegally is not a crime. It's a civil matter, not a criminal one. Now, when you commit a crime, then yeah, you committed a crime. You gotta go. But most people aren't criminals. Be one few bad apples and y'all think everybody is the criminal. Which kills me. But I'm trying not to get off track. Anyways, it just kills me that now y'all sit here like, we didn't vote for this. We didn't vote for this. Yes, you did. Donald Trump said on his first day he's gonna start deporting people. I'm gonna deport the criminal. He didn't mean the criminal. He meant everybody. Y'all got to go. If you is brown, you do not belong in his town. If you ain't white, you ain't right in his head. That's how it is. The man is a racist. And y'all voted for this man. And again, a lot of y'all associate yourselves with people who voted for this man. And I say this one more time. And I said it in a video before. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're an idiot. If you're friends with somebody who voted for him, you're an idiot. If you're associates, you're an idiot. Stop being stupid. All y'all had to do is see what this man said and put 2 and 2 together. Trump loves a dummy. I said it, my niece and nephew. They was like, he gonna cut back school hours. I said, yeah, because Trump loves him a dummy. He loves him a dummy. Because he knows you're too dumb enough to do the research. Everything he'll say out his mouth is the truth to y'all. What makes you even sick, he in these files. He's in, and you know which ones I'm talking about. He in these files. You know, in any and everything he can to distract y'all from these files. Because he's in them. And even with him being in them, y'all still don't care. This man could do something to your own flesh and blood and y'all will be okay with it. That's sick in the head. That's weird. And remember I said that about celebrity behavior? Where a lot of these celebrities would do something mean and nasty to y'all and y'all be okay with it. You'll be okay with it. You won't care. But yeah, that's how pretty much it. That's all I really gotta say about it, is that y'all don't care. Y'all voted for this, and now we're all suffering, and now you're upset because your neighbors and your friends and everything between is being targeted. And it's like, we told you not to vote for this. We told you it's what he's going to do. It's literally only been a year. And we're in shambles in this country. Even y'all old daggone Barbs, y'all sit here following her around as well. And that's the one thing, another thing Trump loved. A washed up celebrity and an ignorant nigga. Because you got a lot of ignorant niggas out here, Negro celebrities, mind you, that is out here like, oh, yeah, I'm following Trump. Get your cooning ass on somewhere, please. That man don't like you. Because they know where the money is at. Nigga just paid off her lawsuit that she owed that man for. Or she's going to lose her home. That Turning Point USA money came in clutch, huh? She's a washed up celebrity now. She had her time, and she could have had an even longer time had she not married that man. Hell, she could have married him, had the kid, divorced him, and then turned a new leaf. She would have maybe had a little more fans. Nope. She going down the toilet. Her and a few other people. But it's like, what can you do? You have to let people see what it is. See the truth for what it is, really. Y'all okay with ICE doing all this stuff to these children and women and people and all these things. Okay. Now, I'm not saying Trump gonna be no dictator, but, you know, it's definitely giving, can the great leader do no wrong? It was a special that Lucy Liu did years ago, and I watched it. She went to North Korea, and she was interviewing some people, and she asked the question. She said, can the great leader do no wrong? And the translator looked at her crazy, like, I'm not asking them that. I'm not translating that. Are you stupid? But that's the question right there, because they were praising their great leader, knowing daggone well he's not a great leader, but they were praising him like he is. And her question was simple. Can the great leader do no wrong? And I asked myself, I said, I'm going to start asking Trump supporters that. I'm going to be like, can the great leader do no wrong? Because that's what it's giving now. And like I said, I'm not saying he's going to be a dictator. But this is year 2 now of the administration. We have 2 more years left of this. And please make sure y'all vote in the midterms. I need to do more research on that so I vote for the right candidate. Because maybe we can get him impeached, but it wouldn't make a difference because then it'd be Vance and then Hegsteth and then so on and so forth. It'd just be down the line of dummies. But it's 2 more years, and once that's it, he can't run for president anymore. And after 2 years, I'm going to ask the question, was it worth it? Was it worth losing your family, friends, sanity, humanity, empathy, sympathy? Was it worth it? Anyways, FDT and F-ICE. Well, on to worse news. My phone cracked. Oh my gosh. I was at work one day and hold on, I dropped the marker. I just cleaned my room. Oh my gosh, I dropped 2 markers. Here we go. Picked it up. Anyways, I was at work. I was on my phone. I dropped it. I looked. I'm like, I know it's not cracked. It was cracked. Now, I'm recording off my phone. It's my other phone. So, it was cracked right at this part here. And just kind of spread it out. So, at first I was annoyed. Then I was like, okay. How much would it cost for another phone? Then I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay for another phone. I'm like, let me see if I got insurance on this still, because I know I do. And lo and behold, I did. And I made up a plan, an appointment. I went either that evening, or I think I went the next day, actually. I went the next day, got my phone fixed. It was started. This phone, I guess this phone updating, or looking like the update it is, it looks so different from what it used to be, and I had to get used to it. I also had to download all my apps and everything. I got to re-download Tell, because I forgot about that. I got to re-download that and see what type of questions they ask me, and I'm definitely going to do answering my Tells again. But that was just weird. I was like, I didn't update my phone for a minute. And then when I restarted it and I got it back, I was like, why the inside of the phone look like glass? Like, bright. So I'm like, it looks transparent. Like, even me doing this, because something popped up, is something blocking this, and I'm doing this, and it's like, I can still see my hand. It's like translucent almost. So, yeah. Make sure you get insurance on your phone. It definitely helps out. Alright, also, one thing I had in here as well is the passing of Claudette Calvin. Civil rights activist Claudette Calvin died January 13th, 2026. I believe she was one of the, now, everyone likes to think that Rosa Parks was the first one who started the bus boycott. No, it was actually Claudette Calvin. She was just 15 years old when she first started it. And that's crazy, because it's like, finding that out, you be like, wow, really? Okay. I remember hearing about that years ago, like, basically, and I could be wrong, but the NAACP basically put Rosa in the forefront and kind of made her the face of that, to kind of inspire everybody else to do it, when Claudette Calvin actually did it first. And I did the research as to why, but I can't remember. I probably need to do it again, because I was curious as to why, like, why didn't they use her as an example when they use Rose as an example. Either way, activism is activism, you know. But, you know, R.I.P. to her. She was one of the first. Get your history right. She was the first one to do it. Rosa was maybe the second. Maybe not, because it was probably so many. And know something? It was probably so many daggone bus boycotts that they didn't even get on record. Like, media-wise. It was probably so many bus boycotts out there. It wasn't even funny. And Rosa just happened to be the face of it. So, now you gotta change the shirt from, like, nah, Rosa Parks. You got Claudette Calvin. Nah, I'm good. Claudette Calvin, 19, whatever. You gotta get a shirt for the girl. You gotta get a shirt for my girl. She deserve it. Shucks. Imagine living in that time frame and doing that. Looking at a white woman was dangerous enough back then. Disobeying them, they'd be ready to kill you. But R.I.P. to her. She was the inspiration for Rosa Parks doing the bus boycott as well. Some of these things I don't remember typing down, but I typed them down. I typed them down as I was going along in the month. I basically just, everything that kind of happened, things that I saw, things I want to talk about. One of the things I wrote down, using the word female, why it's bad. So, I feel like I've talked about this before, but not in public. I never liked the word female. Hold on, I'm trying to look this up again. Word. I never liked the word female because it gave off a less than vibe. Like, instead of saying, y'all saying these women, oh, I don't trust these females. So this was years ago. I just looked up again. It said, saying female can be offensive because it often dehumanizes and objectifies women, reducing them to a biological functions or animalistic traits rather than acknowledging them as whole individuals. Similar to how one describes female dog or cat. While technically an adjective, each female scientist, it's used as a noun, a female, strips away humanity, suggests inferiority, and can carry misogynistic connotations, implying women are defined by reproductive parts and used dismissively. Basically, you're calling me a dog. Like, I don't, and maybe I'm just a picky little girl, I'm not a little girl, I'm a big girl, but maybe I'm just a picky girl, and I just don't like the word female, and it is dehumanizing. It does take away that, like, when somebody says female, that's what they're describing something, like, and it was this video I saw, I don't know what it was, I wish I saved it. But the person in the video was basically reading a book, an expert from like hundreds of years ago, where a doctor was describing a woman slave, a slave woman. And he said, oh, the female slave does da-da-da-da, the female this does this, the female that does. Kind of like you reading this and it's like a scientific, like, explanation of, like, it kind of sound like, if you didn't say female slave, it sounded like he was reading something about an animal. And even in me looking up this definition, it sounded like he's talking like about an animal. So that's why I'm like, it's so much history to this word, and it's like everyone's like, that's why I don't trust females. Please stop saying female. And you can cancel all you want. I just don't like the word. I'm sorry, I don't like it, because especially when men say it, these females. It's a nuisance. And it's even more of a nuisance when women say it too. Like, what? Y'all are weird. You guys are weird for that. And I'll never be the one to sit here and say females. It don't sound right. Women. Bitches. I'd rather you say bitches. That's so wrong. But, nah, I don't like female. And that's why it's bad. But hey, do what you want, you know. Maybe somebody more educated will educate you. Oh, I shouldn't say it. And crazy is kept back to this ICE thing. So there was a protest at a church in Minneapolis. And 3 other journalists, plus Don Lemon, he was a former CNN journalist. I don't know if he quit or he got fired, but he definitely got a big settlement out of it, and now he's independent journalism, which I love about that. He covered the protests, and then people went online and was like, he led the protest, and I was like, he didn't lead no protest. Don Lemon, I keep wanting to call him Don Lennon, like John Lennon, like with the Beatles. Don Lemon, he didn't do that. He wanted to cover it, and you can see in the video, he's just asking questions. He's covering a protest. This is journalism. He got arrested. It was let out. He said, oh, he could be facing 10 years in prison. He's like, I can't wait for my day in court. I said, that's going to be one hell of a lawsuit. He's going to get another millions of dollars. Because they only doing that because they don't like him. They don't like what he says about the Trump administration. That's why they're going after him. Had this been a Fox News person, they wouldn't have had the same energy. But it wasn't. It was Don Lemon. They don't like him because he's saying all this stuff about the administration. That's true. And then it was 3 other journalists I didn't even know about. It was one lady. They said they was banging and knocking on her door aggressively. That's going to be one heck of a lawsuit. And the other 2 is going to be a heck of a lawsuit. I hope they sue the pants off this administration. Get that Carrie and Brene type of money. Speaking of them, she still owe her money. I'm not even going to talk about that. Because at the end of the day, she a bird. She a bird. And a lot of y'all birds is okay with that. Birds being birds. Y'all belong in a coop. But yeah, anyways, that's the only reason why they're suing him. That's the only reason why. Because he not messing with this administration. Had this been a Trump loyalist or a Fox News anchor, it'd be a different story. It'd be a different story. It'd be a different tune. That's what killed me about this. Y'all are literally watching journalism be taken away. This man don't like nothing bad being said about him. Even though all the bad things are true. He don't even like simple questions. Like when people ask him like, oh, what do you have to say about this or that? Oh, that's a stupid question. Where are you from? Where are you from? CNN? That's fake news. That's fake news. Everything is fake news that he don't like. That's stupid. Oh my gosh. Please vote for these. Please, these midterms. Please. Y'all can't be dumb. You cannot. You can't. You can't be stupid with this anymore. Our country's at stake. Why are y'all so stupid? Oh my gosh. We got 2 more years of this crap. Boy. 2 more years unless he dies. But even then, like I said, Vance, no daggone better. No daggone better. But it's quite alright. It's quite alright. Now, it's the last thing on my list, and I want to talk about something else too. Nothing crazy. I wrote cutting down my hours at work. So like I said, I was working my butt off in January. I'm still kind of working my butt off in February, just because my birthday is coming up on the 7th, but I'm already broke, so somebody's paying for my birthday dinner. Now, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be a fancy, I'm going out to eat, get a drink, eat some food, go home, done. But I have a trip coming up in the middle of February, and I want to at least have some money for that, but of course, you know, bills and stuff gotta be paid. I gotta have enough money for my trip and all these things, right? But not for nothing, I worked like 91 hours last week. Only made $1,500, and I was like, bro, what? I said, and I swear these taxes be killing me, because what the heck? It'd be ridiculous how much these... I get paid like $20-something. So needless to say, I put my hours in. Basically, I'm doing 2 12s and 2 8s. So 2 12s, if it's a weekend shift, it'd be a Saturday and Sunday, or 2 Saturdays, or 3 Saturdays, because I work 3 weekend days out of the month, which is stupid too, but it's whatever. My weekend, and then 2 regular days, and that put me at 80 hours, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just not gonna have to, I just can't do no afterpay stuff, can't do no Klarna stuff. And if I do, it gotta be cheap. Like, I literally just ordered clothes for this trip, and I literally went to the clearance section of Fashion Nova, and the stuff I saved, and I was like, that's clearance. Put the code in, couple little outfits, mix them with what I got here, and call it a day. I got another trip coming up, I got paid for that, but I'll be well prepared for that already. Anyways, I worked all them hours, and I still get chump change, so that's why I was like, I'm going to do the minimum of 80, and if I want to do more, then I'll do more. That job getting hectic anyway. Let me tell you something. When I say I'm glad I float at my job, I'm really glad I float at my job. There's so much drama on each floor, especially my old floor that I used to work on. I go there to visit some of my friends that are down there, and even when I work down there, I'd be like, oh boy, I'm so glad I don't work on this floor permanently, because y'all wouldn't like me. I'd be mouth almighty, tongue everlasting with my remarks. You wouldn't like it. You had to let me go. And I thought about going back there PRN. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing it. It wouldn't be worth it. All that drama. Somebody will get cussed out bad. Really badly. So but that's not the reason I'm cutting my hours. I'm cutting my hours because I'm tired of working like a daggone slave for a little change. Now, mind you, I had a lot of bills. That's on me. However, I should at least have something left over, but it's cool. It's cool. It's fine. It's whatever. I'm going to work my butt off this month too, but in March, I already put myself for March and April. And then when time goes on, I'm going to keep doing the same as it goes on and goes on. Oh, boy. I'm so tired. I don't know why I slept in. I've been busy. I've been really busy today. I tried to make these heart-shaped, these heart-shaped brownies for Afro Sweets. I was going to sell like Valentine's Day treats and do heart-shaped brownies. First of all, I thought the tin was like this big. It's like this big. And then when I made the brownies, it rose up over. So I had to cut up the top. And I was going to sprinkle like sweet chocolate over it. But then I'm like, no, it don't look right because it's still got pieces out. So I was going to put a chocolate all over it, like to cover it up. But I'm like, you can't even see the brownies. So it's like, okay, I'm not doing this no more. So I made 8 little chocolate brownies. I decorated 5. I decorated 5. And I left 3 out in case my mom and dad want one, or I want one later. I don't know. But I decorated it, and I was like, this is so stupid. I said, I cannot be creative to save my life. But the concept of it was good. I really wanted to do that. And at first I was going to take a picture, but like, it's what I'm selling, but I'm like, it don't look right. I should have took, that's my downfall. You ever seen that episode of American Dad where Stan made those teddy bears and Francine was like, you can never get those teddy bears in store at the right time. And basically Stan, he would have a bear for Christmas, and by the time he finished the bears, it would be New Year's Day. Or he would have a bear for 4th of July, and by the time he was done the bears, it would be Thanksgiving. Like, it would take him months to do that. He wasn't prepared at all. And I'm the same way. Like, I don't be prepared. I've been at work, and I don't have make time. I got to pay for the stuff to do promotions. I didn't have the money, so it's like, it's okay. It's a win-some situation. Sometimes I feel like I don't even be needing to make these promos for these holidays because no one really gets stuff or orders from me for holidays. Or most of the time, I'd be like, okay, well, if you want something, you know where to go. So, but it's cool. I'm not upset about it. I wish it worked, but it did not. Oh well. Anyways, I'm gonna hope and pray this video uploads because I'm using CapCut for desktop now. I'm gonna try and get these pictures and videos on the computer, make the video, and post it online. I'm praying that it works. But end off on a cool note. So I'm wearing my Huggy Wuggy shirt for a reason. The new Poppy Playtime is coming out on February 18th. Now, I'm going to be at work all day that day. And on top of that, I got a trip the next day. Am I going to have time to watch it? I hope so. I'm probably going to watch it that evening. I'm probably going to pack my clothes on the 17th. And once everything's packed up, 18th, I'm going to work. And I'm going to sit and relax. I'm going to watch it, eat my dinner, and chill. I can't wait. It looks like we're going to finally meet the pro. I'm into Poppy Playtime lore. I never played the game because I don't think I could ever do that. I should start a gaming channel. I really should, but not in this little cubicle of mine. But anyways, I am into Poppy Playtime lore a lot. I always watch those videos, those in-depth videos, the story explains. And it was crazy because my YouTube recap, I watched Super Horror Bro Mike when he does this stuff. Like, he plays the videos, he does the analysis and the videos and all these things. And I'm like, I'm surprised he was on the recap, but I always watch him because he does the video in depth and doesn't just play through and call it a day. But I definitely can't wait for it to come out. I'm definitely going to sit back, relax, and watch it because I think we're going to finally meet the prototype. And I hope it's the last chapter because this is the 5th chapter of this game. This game came out years ago. Like, I don't know, like maybe 2-3 years ago. It's been a while. It's time to wrap it up. It's how much more of this how much more lore is in this game? It's too much. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I hope this video wasn't too long. I definitely been gone a month. I don't want to say I enjoyed my break, but I guess I enjoyed not having to post as much. Sorry. But yeah. Also, oh man, Creighton. I should have talked about this daggone snowstorm. I mean, wasn't much to talk about. I was trapped in the house. I was off work. My bumper came off. Put it back on. The end. But yeah, anyways, I enjoyed not having to post as much. I've really been posting on my TikTok with my coloring with the Afro Quirks pages. I definitely need to do more. I should probably do more when I get done this video. But yeah, I mean, I just took my break. I've been chilling, working, doing my thing. I've been thinking about other things I want to do on this channel as well. Like, should I... Ooh. Wait a minute, before I go. Okay, yeah, see, hold on. I gotta show you this. Remember, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Remember when I said, because this plays into me wanting to record other things. Like, I want to maybe record food content, what I wear, outfit-wise, stuff like that, right? So remember when I said I'm going to come back when I get a better camera. So I ordered the Zoom Phone 4K vlog camera, right? I'm going to show you what this little thing looks like. Hold on. I'm going to show you because this is some foolishness. Oh my goodness. Man, what is this? This the camera. It's not bad. It's just, what is this? And it didn't even come with a manual. The manual, you gotta scan it to look at it online. Look at this little thing. Hold on. It can turn. It's hard to, like, you gotta maneuver it here. This is the button. You gotta, oh, I took a picture. Oops. See, then it went blank. What the heck? Oh man, I did not mean to do that. Anyways, got the menu, the off button. It came with a little microphone. And I guess it was a plug it in and then do your, oh hey y'all, blah blah blah. But not for nothing. I think it only has like 14 minutes of available footage. Like, I don't know. No, I don't want to play that. See, this is stupid. Go back. Go back. See what I mean? I don't like it already. I'm not understanding it. So, I don't even know if I want to use this. I don't. Because it's like, what? I don't know. I don't know what my expectations were. Maybe I thought like, oh, this be like one of the TikTok ones. But those were expensive. But I mean, this is not really a lot of money. It was money, but it wasn't a lot of money. But I mean, hey, it's cool. I'm not mad about it. I'll find a purpose for it some way, somehow. But anyways, I kind of want to do more content. I don't know what else, like, food-wise I want to do. I want to do, like, stuff I cook. I don't want to do workout videos, but I do need to have some type of workout journey. I kind of want to start posting my coloring videos as well on here. I don't know. I got to think about it because I'm like, I like when things are separate. Like, this is just me, and then my coloring stuff is separate, but it's still a part of me, you know, but, yeah. Just stuff I've been thinking about, doing more things, but I know my time do be limited because I work a lot, so I'm definitely going to try and vlog my trip. I don't know how I'm going to do it with this itty bitty titty camera. I'm going to figure it out. Push come to shove, maybe the taxes come in before and I get me another camera. Maybe, but I doubt it. It's cool. I'm trying to, I just want to do so much. It's 2026. I need to figure out how to edit more. Hopefully this CapCut video would help out a lot. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for coming back. If you did, if not, you suck. Psych. No, really, you do. You suck. Why don't you come back and support? Psych, that's terrible. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be careful of these agents out here who was texting my phone. Mute. Sorry. I'm sorry, that's my family talking. My brother's supposed to be coming into town soon. Good for him. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Be blessed, be safe. Remember, I'm nobody special. I'm just another freckled face who needs to get her hair done. Deuces. Be safe. Fuck ice.